in every way.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Citi News.
This is the Election Bureau. Hello and welcome to the Citi Prime News. We're coming to you live from our studios at number 11, Dr. Martin Loop in Adabraka, Accra. My name is Adjuatin Krama Domina. Coming up, National Commission for Civic Education, NCC staff begin indefinite strike today over conditions of service despite a plea by the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission for more time to negotiate.
We want reasonable increment to our allowances as it has been done for our colleagues in other sectors. That is what we are asking for. Our purchasing power has been reduced. We are struggling and suffering.
Also coming up, economist warns of looming decline in Ghana's foreign direct investment as US-based Ghanaian comedian Michael Blackson raises alarm over impact of debt exchange program on his Eurobond investment.
If we are not careful, it may filter through other FDI flows to Ghana and we'll end up paying heavily.
Still in the bulletin, organizers of hashtag Fix the Country demonstration, Democracy Hub to embark on another 3-day protest from Saturday, September 21, warning the police against any form of oppression in the upcoming protest.
We are going to resist any oppression that will be coming from the police and will continue to fight as young people of this country. And I beg us all to go and read the last stanzas of our national anthem.
And later, as President Akufo-Addo sacks Director General of the National Sports Authority, former Sports Minister Elvis Efriankra is demanding that Ghana Football Association should account for funds from the FIFA Forward project.
It is indeed true that CAF sent a letter. I don't know whether it's a strongly worded letter as people want.
We'll bring you details of these and many more stories coming your way in the next 30 minutes. The news is live around the globe on citinewsroom.com. Across the country, we're live on a number of affiliate stations. If you're in the Western region, this is Beach 105.5 FM in Takrade. In the Budun region, J Life 95.5 FM in Sunyang. In the Ashanti region, tune in to Focus 94.3 FM in Kumasi. Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. In the Volta region, find us on Revival 99.3 FM in Tajevu. In the Northern region, this is Radio Bimbila 91.9 FM. In Upper East, we are on Tanga 93.7 FM in Bolga. And in the Upper West region, this is Tunsong 97.3 FM in Wa and Jirapa 96.1 FM. Please stay for details.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Welcome to the program. This afternoon, Ghana is losing favor with the international financial community, and this is likely to cause a steep decline in foreign direct investment in the country. Now, this is according to economist Professor Godfred Bokpin, who is warning that if care is not taken, the country will be under huge financial strain if this happens. His comments come after Ghanaian comedian based in the US, Michael Blackson, expressed disappointment with the finance ministry over defaulting on his Eurobond payments. Now, Michael Blackson had invested in Eurobonds to fund his charitable initiative, the Michael Blackson Academy, located in Aguna in Sabah. Now, reacting to this, Professor Bokpin says the country may pay a heavy price for the current loss of investor confidence.
The way we've managed our affairs, we are losing favor with the international financial community. And a good example is cocoa board. There's so much unpredictability in the cocoa sector right now. In fact, our cocoa production in the 2020-2021 crop season, cocoa season, was more than 1 million metric tons. As we speak right now, we have revised it downwards to below half of that amount, that figure. Okay, what signal does that send to the investment community, even at the global level? So I think it's not good. If we are not careful, it may filter through other FDI flows to Ghana, and we'll end up paying heavily. We have picked information recently about Ghana Investment Promotion. Okay, they are struggling, right? They are struggling. The FDI numbers, of course, the intentions may be registered, and there's no point in celebrating intentions because they are not substitute for accomplishment. They are not substitute for actual FDI flows. So we need to look at the whole landscape effectively.
Well, Professor Bokpen is further calling on the next government to not govern with more than 40 ministers as a way of keeping fiscal discipline to revive the economy.
I think credible leadership is important. How do you get that? The next government should be mindful of the context. And when I talk about credible leadership, there has to be a government that is mindful of the pain Ghanaians have gone through and investors have gone through, the sacrifices, so that we put in place a lean government. I cannot imagine that within this fiscal space, a government formed from 2025 will have more than 40 ministers. That will not show seriousness. That will show abuse. Okay, because you don't need more than that to govern this country. You don't. And then also some ministries, some departments, agencies, authorities that we have created in the last 15 years or so, there have to be drastic reforms that will, in the medium to the long term, will preserve fiscal space. Otherwise, it cannot be just business as usual.
You heard Professor Bokpen. He is an economist. Now, the Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA, will begin its presidential encounter and debates today in preparation for the December 7 elections. The 5-day series will kick off with a session featuring Nana Kwame Bediako, the presidential candidate for the New Force movement, popularly known as Cheddar. Subsequent sessions are scheduled for September 24, October 1, and October 8, and then October 15, 2024. At the IEA's auditorium. Now, this initiative aims to offer candidates a platform to present their visions, plans, and strategies for the upcoming elections while promoting multi-party democracy and issues-based campaigns in the country. We'll stay on election-related matters, and flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, has pledged to construct regional hospitals in the 6 newly created regions if elected. Now, speaking during a meeting with the Ahafo Regional House of Chiefs in Goso, John Mahama emphasized the urgent need for critical infrastructure in these regions, with healthcare facilities being a top priority. Now, he reiterates his commitment to ensuring that Savannah, Northeast, Bono East, Ahafo, Western North, and then Yoti regions receive the necessary development they deserve. John Mahama also assured the chiefs and people of Ahafo that a regional hospital will be among the first projects under his leadership.
Yachiche Regency, Yakai. 2020 abra ye be pray abato yes say yetie ye ni aba regions for 6 omo achem no ye be infrastructure e be ma ase efata say sa regions no adani regions.
We previously mentioned that these 6 regions require development. Nothing has improved since these regions were created.
I think so. I was say 6 new regions in Yenya Regional Hospital. Senebeya, Yebenya Ayasabia, and Fideni in our.
So what we would do is to establish health facilities in all the 6 regions to alleviate pressure on health services in other regions.
And who has a pressure no Kumasi and Sunyani. And also a Yatrago manifesto no say all the 6 new regions first-class regional hospitals.
That's a flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama. Well, the Roads and Highways Minister Francis Asenso-Boakye has addressed a query from the National Democratic Congress flag bearer John Mahama regarding the locations of roads claimed to be constructed by the governing New Patriotic Party. Now, according to Asenso-Boakye, the NDC is feeling overshadowed by the extensive road improvements achieved under the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. His comments were made during the commissioning of the dualization of the 23-kilometer Tafo-Mampong Road in Kumasi. The minister highlighted that the current NPP government has surpassed the NDC in road construction and remains dedicated to advancing infrastructure development in the country.
Our solid, unprecedented achievement in the road sector is serving as a major source of frustration to the opposition. And as a result, even the former president himself had a cause to wonder where the roads are. So I think it's important that as we are launching another major project in Kumasi, I put out the FAST. So these are the FAST. At the end of December 2016, the road network was 78,403 kilometers. This has increased by 20% to 94,203 kilometers by June 2023. A national road network inventory and condition survey is currently underway, and preliminary figures project that the road network size will reach about 100,000 kilometers by the end of this inventory.
Royce Minister Francis Asenso-Boakye there. Now, the Democracy Hub has announced its determination to resist any form of oppression from the Ghana Police Service during its upcoming demonstrations dubbed Stop Galamsey Now and Occupy Jubilee House, scheduled for September 21. The group made a statement during a press conference at the Freedom Center where they outlined details of the protest, which will run from September 21 to 23. A spokesperson for the group, Raphael Williams, emphasized that protesters are not criminals and called on the Ghana Police Service to exercise restraint while carrying out their duties.
The Ghana Police are not supposed to guide thieves. The Ghana Police is to protect properties and citizens of this country, and protesters are not criminals. And we send this caution to the Ghana Police. No, they won't agree to this and they will act upon that. Always we hear order from above. They should do that. I'm saying this once again, that the Ghana Police should continue carrying live ammunitions to protest grounds where citizens who voted for change, who voted for the worst we had from the same people in government now, they should come and protect the people that they think are paying them. We are going to resist any oppression that will be coming from the police, and we'll continue to fight as young people of this country. And I beg us all to go and read the last stanzas of our national anthem. Unity, strong determination, we can all achieve what we want to achieve.
That's the spokesperson for the Democracy Hub, Raphael Williams. Now we'll hit the campaign trail, and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, is currently campaigning in the Greater Accra region. Today he is in Ada, and we'll go live now there and speak with Hansen Ajiman, who is following the campaign. Hansen, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on the news. What has Dr. Bawumia been saying today?
So he's led his message towards the issues of the constituents of Ada being a fishing community in partly one that has a lot of farmers. He's talked about his policies when it comes to the agricultural sector, and he talked about the mechanized equipment resource pool for every district, which essentially is to help farmers to be able to engage in mechanized farming and have access to all the machines like combined harvesters that are costly, which they cannot purchase outright, to be able to have them at the subsidized price from these district offices. And this will lead to food security for the country. Beyond that, he's been speaking to the young people of Adam with respect to the issues of jobs, and he's been heavy on the training of 1 million youth in digital skills, which he believes will give them the necessary capacity to be able to secure remote jobs in other parts of the world, and essentially saying that the NPP government has performed better than any government in the past.
Now, Hassan, do we know where the NPP flag bearer is moving to next from Ada and then from the Greater Accra region, as he has been here for a few days now? And if you can kindly reposition yourself for us, we are getting some feedback from your line.
So from Ada, the NPP flag bearer is expected to move to Sege and then to Ningo Prom. That will make 30 constituencies that he's visited. It will be left with 4 constituencies in the Greater Accra region, Ablekuma South, Ododo-Diodio, Ablekuma Central, and Ayawaso Central. We are unaware if you will continue tomorrow to do these focuses, but we have been told also that the next place we should expect the campaign to hit will be the Ashanti region.
Thank you so much for speaking with us, Hansen Ajiman. There, he's speaking from the NPP's campaign trail. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News. When we return, staff of NCC begin nationwide indefinite strike today over conditions of service, despite a plea by the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission for more time to negotiate. We have details of this and other stories coming your way shortly. Please stay.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Get ready for the ultimate battle of business minds at the Citi Business Olympics 2024. Join us for a day of intense competition, team building, and networking as companies go head to head in the various challenges to prove their skills and expertise. From traditional sports like seven-a-side football, basketball, sack race, and volleyball to unique challenges like tug of war and arm wrestling, there's no shortage of excitement and adrenaline pumping action. Don't miss out on this exciting event that will test your business acumen and athletic skills on the field. Date Saturday 28th September 2024. Venue Eden Heights Sports Complex, Wager. Time 8 a.m. Call 0558-973-973 for details on how you can participate and showcase your company's talents at the Citi Business Olympics 2024. Get ready to compete, collaborate, and conquer. The Citi Business Olympics 2024 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 Citi FM and proudly sponsored by Beaver Beverages, Blue Jeans Energy Drink, Bethel Logistics, experts in shipping logistics, and Lozati Lozenges from Unicom Chemist Limited.
Channel 1 TV is live on DSTV, GoTV, and HD+. On DSTV, find us on Channel 363. On GoTV, we're on Channel 117. And on HD+, get us on Channel 108. On a digital TV, run a new search. But take note that without an antenna, you cannot access Channel 1 TV. Channel 1 TV can be accessed on any free-to-air digital box, like the DSTV and HD+ boxes. Channel 1 TV, telling your story, empowering change.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday. Updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Let's stay with some politics. And the founder and leader of the United Front Party, UFP, Nana Ejeni Boateng, has officially endorsed the new Patriotic Party flag bearer, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, ahead of the upcoming general elections. He cited the party's strong management of the economy as a significant factor in this decision. Speaking at a press briefing, Nana Ejeni Boateng emphasized that the government's policies have put Ghana on a path toward economic recovery and stability.
Leadership of United Front Party has taken time to study the various manifestos, policy, statement, vision and development agenda for all the major political parties. After weeks of intensive deliberation, we have finally reached to clear conviction that the vision and the development plan for this country, as have been presented by Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and the new Patriotic Party, are in line with ours. We have also examined Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's personal values and are now entrenched in our belief that his presidency will yield both economic prosperity and discipline to our dear nation of Ghana. We have gone around the country and now witnessing to the massive development of infrastructure and positive impact on our life as a result of social intervention delivered during the past 8 years of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia government. The country will benefit immensely from continuation of these policies and initiatives. Consequently, we have decided to step down our ambition and rather focus on assisting Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and the new Patriotic Party to win the next general election.
You had the founder and leader of the United Front Party, Nana Ejene Boateng. Now, the Electoral Commission of the University of Ghana Students Representative Council, UGSRC, has confirmed receiving a writ of summons from the Adentan Circuit Court leading to the suspension of the 2024 UGSRC elections scheduled for today, September 18. The injunction follows a lawsuit filed by one Joseph Mauli Asio, a second-year student of the university. Now, the suit contests the inclusion of two disqualified candidates, Emmanuel Uswamponsa and Maradona A.J. Yeboah, also known as Guru, in the elections, accusing the university's Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dean of Student Affairs, and Electoral Commission of violating the electoral process. The EC officials who have refrained from commenting on the issue say they are working closely with the university's management to address the matter promptly. But let's stay on education, because 4 international students from Ghana have been arrested in the United States for allegedly forging high school transcripts to secure admission to Lehigh University in Pennsylvania. Now, according to the university's newspaper, the arrest came after the provost of admissions initiated an investigation into all Ghanaian students following irregularities in the transcripts of another student. The students Otis Opoku Evans Opon, Cyril Stan Nomobon Sowia 9, and Henry Dabo are currently being held in Northampton County Jail awaiting preliminary hearings scheduled for September 24. Moving on now, the former sports minister Elvis Efriyankra has expressed deep concern over the recent issues plaguing Ghana's sports sector, labeling them as a national embarrassment, especially following the dismissal of the Director General of the National Sports Authority. Now, criticism of the country's sports infrastructure has intensified, particularly after CAF banned the use of Babayara Sports Stadium. Additionally, the NSA has closed both the Accra Sports Stadium and the Cape Coast Sports Stadium for maintenance. Now, Mr. Efriyankra emphasized that the NSA and the Ministry of Youth and Sports are not the only entities accountable for these challenges, urging the Ghana Football Association, the GFA, to account for funds received through the FIFA Forward project.
If you consider the fact that this is happening just when we had spent over $260 million to host the All Africa Games, and we had spent $60 million to refurbish already built hostels. Here we are, it's barely a year after the hosting of the All Africa Games. We spent all that money. We didn't have the sense and the foresight to even refurbish any of our pitches. You're talking about pitches, so you're not talking about even the stadium itself. That is colossal and monumental failure. You understand me? It's you say you shouldn't politicize it, but who should we? It's the government has failed. Abysmal failure. Completely. No, people are not thinking. It's all about what they will get, what they will grab kickbacks and, one chain D and all those things. That's why we're in the mess in which we are. It's a total disaster that Ghana, of all countries, will probably be playing our matches in Togo or Morocco. It's so sad. Pitch, how much does it cost to maintain a pitch? And then the FA too, they have questions to answer. I don't have all the facts, but I read that FIFA has been giving them money.
You heard Elvis Efriyankra, he's a former sports minister. Now, let's bring you some other stories. And the senior staff of the Volta River Authority and the Public Services Workers Union of the Trades Union Congress are picketing at the VRA head office against proposed merger of VRA and Bui Authority. Now, according to the group, a merger will undermine the operations of the Volta River Authority. My colleague Samuel Akom is live there now. He joins us with updates. Akom, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. What can you report?
Good afternoon, Ajwa. I'm currently at the VRA head office in Accra, and what is happening here is senior staff of the Volta River Authority are here picketing, and they term the picketing some form of prayer. And according to the leaders, they are saying that they are praying to get the attention of the powers that be to rescind their decision to merge the Volta River Authority and the Bui Authority. If you quite remember, there is a proposed bill on the floor of Parliament seeking to merge these two entities. And according to the staff here, they are saying that if you merge the two entities, it is going to undermine their work. So that is what is happening here currently.
Now, who are these people hoping to petition, and what is their demands essentially?
Right. So their demand is that the Energy Ministry should withdraw that proposed bill, and they are saying that in terms of petitioning, they just expect that the ministry will do the needful, but for some time, if that is not done, they will follow up with a petition. I have their chairman here. If their chairman here to throw a little bit light on this. Yeah. Hello, chairman. Yeah. So good morning. You're live on Citi FM. So what can you report?
So we are praying again. We said, I have made you a king over the land.
Yeah. I can't hear them.
And destroy.
Okay, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. You are protesting the proposed merger of the VRA. What really are your demands this afternoon, and who are you seeking to petition to drum home your demands?
Your line looks very strange.
Okay.
Our demand is just that the withdrawal of the bill should be withdrawn for peaceful coexistence, because we have been established for all these years, and we are efficient utility distribution power that we need to exist. And that is all they are looking for, not to do anything. The bills that have been laid before Parliament should be withdrawn, and that is all. And that is all they are looking for.
Now, if these demands are not met, what are you likely to do?
We'll continue praying, seeking the face of God, and we'll do everything possible, like it was said, to resist it.
Very well. Thank you for speaking with us. You heard the chairman of the VRA Staff Association speaking with my colleague Samuel Akom, who is reporting on their picketing this afternoon. Well, let's bring you another issue about strike and picketing. The National Commission for Civic Education, NCC Staff Union, has begun an indefinite strike over their conditions of service. Now, this action follows the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission's failure to resume salary negotiations after a 7-day ultimatum given by the union. The union submitted proposals for negotiating allowances for NCC staff to the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission in May 2023. But despite numerous reminders and consultations, they say the FWSC has not engaged in these discussions.
Our demand is simple. We want fair, equal treatment. We want better conditions of work. We want institution-specific allowance negotiations done speedily. We want reasonable increments to our allowances, as it has been done for our colleagues in other sectors. That is what we are asking for. Our purchasing power has been reduced. We are struggling and suffering. NCC staff, our salaries are nothing to write home about. Our last negotiations was in 2019. Over 5 years now, we haven't seen any increment on our allowances. We are not asking for much. And what is due us should be given to us. If certain percentages can be given to other public service or civil service institutions we are in this country, then it can be equally done for us. NCC has suffered in silence for far too long. We have constantly done civic education. We love the work we do, and we know the impact it has, and we continue to do it no matter the challenges that we face. But at this point, we are at a breaking point, and we are asking that we are treated fairly.
That's the divisional chairperson of the NCC Staff Union, Rebecca Collecraft, will stay on the labour front as the University for Development Studies, UDS chapter of the Senior Staff Association of Universities of Ghana, has called off its strike against the university's management. This decision followed a meeting with the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, University Management, and the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAC, as well as the Ghana Association of University Administrators. Now, the association initiated a strike strike last month due to the university's failure to address security concerns raised after an incident involving one of their colleagues. Zakaria Mohammed is chairman of the UDS Senior Staff Association.
We held a meeting at the instance of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. You know, the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission is the regulators of all the 16 public universities in Ghana. So on the 16th of September 2024, we met with management and the unions, and the issues were discussed passionately, and resolutions were established, and a common ground and agreement was made. And going forward, we went to relay the information to our members, and I think everybody was satisfied with the principles of conflict management resolutions that were displayed there, and we have decided that the strike should be called off. But whilst the national strike is still in full force, so yes, it's true that we were satisfied with the GTEC and management solutions that were brought to bear on the conflict, and we think that we are fine with it now.
Chairman of the UDS Senior Staff Association of Universities of Ghana, Zakaria Mohammed, ending today's edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studios in Adabraka, Accra. Log on to citinewsroom.com for more stories. My name is Ajuatin Kramadomna. Thank you for your company. Good afternoon.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973.